So, ladies and gentlemen, the assassination attempt on the former US President Donald Trump in Pennsylvania has sent shockwaves across the world. The larger narrative around what possibly really led to this is also reverberating here in India. So if you're wondering what really is the connection, let's tell you what the BJP has said. The BJP is drawing some chilling parallels between this attack and the threatening language and the alleged hate they say is spewed against Narendra Modi. Now, they allege that Narendra Modi is a part also of this vicious hate campaign, and there is so much vitriol against him, and they're alluding right now directly to the opposition more at the Congress party. The BJP says that the attack on Donald Trump isn't just about one man. It's about a sinister, a global agenda that targets very, very popular nationalist leaders. Now, the latest salvo that has been fired by the Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma on the social media says, and allow me to quote, that physical or otherwise right-wing leaders, he says, across the globe are active targets of the radical left. However, these attacks will not be able to defeat the nation-first ideology, is what he says. Now, this is just not the only reaction. You also have a response that has come in from the BJP's Amit Malviya, who goes a step ahead and he's recalling what happened in Patna. The date was October the 27th, 2013, and then Narendra Modi, you would recall, was the prime ministerial nominee. So he was at this rally. It was called the Hookah Rally in Patna, the Gandhi Maidan, and that is where you had seen at least 8 bombs going one after the other. And Narendra Modi just, narrowly missed that entire bomb, is what agencies later said, and multiple people lost their lives. So first up, let's see what the BJP has to say and why they read a pattern. And the question we are asking on this edition of the news, is that parallel even credible?
कि जो यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स की स्क्रिप्ट है वो भारत में भी अपनाई जा रही है। एक नेता, एक पार्टी, उसके समर्थक जनता के खिलाफ इस प्रकार का माहौल बनाओ कि हिंसा टूट पड़े उनके खिलाफ। यही तो वो स्क्रिप्ट है। जगह अलग अलग है, स्क्रिप्ट वही है। चाहे अमेरिका हो, चाहे भारत हो, एक इस्लामो लेफ्ट लिबरल कबाल इसी प्रकार की घृणात्मक भावना पैदा करता है और पूरे देश में ऐसा वातावरण बना देता है जिससे कि जो राष्ट्रवादी नेता है उन पर हमले को अंजाम दिया जाए।
Any form of violence is highly condemnable. Violence is definitely not a solution, and an assassin attempt of Trump is highly condemnable. But definitely you cannot relate that assassin attempt with what the statement made by Rahul Gandhi before election, saying that Modi will not be able to step out of his home. That is not intended with the flavor of violence. He said that definitely people will start asking him questions so that he will not be able to answer, he will not be able to step out of the home. Yeah, BJP as a party will definitely try to play politics and try to take some political mileage out of it. That's what they are trying right now. Good luck to them if they succeed.
Now look at the comparison that the BJP has drawn to claim that the hateful narrative that the Congress and its ecosystem is amplifying against Narendra Modi could have similar consequences as faced by Donald Trump in America. And this clearly has invited a sharp reaction from the Congress party, and multiple reactions that have come in from the party will tell you that they believe that this is nothing but quote-unquote cheap politics.
Himanta Biswa should go to Manipur along with the Home Minister and Prime Minister. He should not worry about what Mr. Trump is going through.
राहुल गांधी की दादी ने इस देश के लिए आतंकवाद से लड़ते हुए जब हिम्मत नहीं पड़ती थी बीजेपी की आतंकवाद के खिलाफ बोलने की, उस समय अपने प्राणों की आहुति देश को बचाने के लिए। राहुल गांधी के पिता ने इस देश की एकता और अखंडता की रक्षा के लिए अपने प्राणों को न्यौछावर किया है और राहुल गांधी ने हमेशा आतंकवाद के खिलाफ बोला है, निंदा की है। और भाजपा एक डरपोक पार्टी है, बुजदिल पार्टी है, उसमें आतंकवाद से लड़ने का साहस नहीं है। वो अगर इस तरह बोलते हैं तो मैं उनकी निंदा करता हूं।
And just adding to what the Congress has said, Pawan Khera said that the Congress party lost Mahatma Gandhi ji to right-wing terrorists. He said we lost 2 prime ministers at the hand of terrorists. We lost our entire Chhattisgarh leadership. He also says to the left-wing terrorists under the watch of the BJP government. But look at how the BJP has responded. The BJP says that there are a string of these responses and, so-called vitriolic comments that have been made by the Congress in particular and the opposition in general that again tell you that they really hate Narendra Modi and they are instigating violence.
नरेंद्र मोदी तेरा वही हाल होगा भी अब क्या बोलेंगे कि जैसे की मौत होती है ऐसे नरेंद्र मोदी की मौत होगी।
मोदी हिटलर की राह चलेगा तो हिटलर की मौत मरेगा, ये याद रख लो मोदी।
ये जो नरेंद्र मोदी अभी भाषण दे रहा है, मैं आपको बता रहा हूं 6 महीने बाद 7-8 महीने बाद ये घर से नहीं निकल पाएगा। हिंदुस्तान के युवा इसको ऐसा डंडा मारेंगे, इसको समझा देंगे कि हिंदुस्तान के युवा को रोजगार देने के बिना ये देश आगे नहीं बढ़ सकता है।
So these are just some of the many reactions that the BJP is citing to raise that, larger comment of saying that there is so much hate and vitriol against Narendra Modi. And they say that, why has this been happening? Has the Congress been doing this with an aim to harm Narendra Modi? Let's open up that entire question, and we also ask whether this parallel is even credible or valid, or this is taking it, a step further. Then the reality, Tom Barakan is the national spokesperson of the BJP. We also have Mr. Rajgopalan, who is a senior journalist. Mr. Mecca is a leader of the Congress party, and Mohammad Tariq Khan, national spokesperson of the SPs, completing our panel. Mr. Mecca, let's first begin by asking you whether, you must have heard a string of these comments. The BJP is saying that there is a pattern, there is a method behind these comments. Why do you do this? You hate Narendra Modi as your political opponent. Fair enough. But the comments they allege, Mr. Mecca, that you have been making or the party has been making, they foil such kind of hatred.
See, we don't believe in hatred. Okay, in our politics, either side of the spectrum, people can make some loose comments, but we all know, we have confidence in left parties, in BJP, that as parties, they won't stoop to such levels. We are clear. If in the country there is a mahal for more violence, the culprit is actually RSS and BJP.
So you're saying it's the BJP and the RSS, Mr. Mecca. You're saying they are the ones provoking violence.
No, wait. I'm saying that's their track record. They are the ones who assassinated Mahatma Gandhi, right? They are the ones who created hatred in our drawing rooms. That is why हम लोग मोहब्बत के दुकान खोलने के लिए चल पड़े हैं। ये लोग को मालूम है, हम जानते हैं ये entire narrative thing is, or there is an attack on President Trump, which is highly condemnable in any country. Such things should not be allowed. And now BJP is quick on their feet, and their entire Manuvadi ecosystem is trying to build this narrative. Try that. This is not going to fly. As simple as that. Do I need to tell you more? I can elaborate it more. But I would like to listen to our friends.
Yes, and
what the Manuvadi ecosystem tells.
You should listen to your friend Tom, but you should also listen briefly. I don't want to repeat these comments, but what has happened, Tom, I would also say that it's not just perhaps the Congress, the opposition that is guilty and their leaders of making such comments. By that standard, there have been multiple comments that have been made even by leaders related to the BJP. But before you respond to that, Mr. Mecca, Modi teri kabar khudegi. Modi will die Hitler's death. Lathi dande se Modi ko yuva marenge. Is this all a part of Mohabbat ki dukaan, Mr. Mecca?
No. See. As I told in the beginning itself, these are overstatements, and that's not our political culture. We know it, right? What are you trying to infer?
This is
are you trying to infer that?
Forget everyone else. Forget everyone else.
Are you trying to infer
Rahul Gandhi, not very long ago, Mr. Mecca. Just give me 5 seconds. 5 seconds. I will not talk over you, but I just want to say something, because this is a very, very serious issue. And clearly, see, I do not believe that these are statements from either side that provoke violence, but clearly this is not the language that India is very proud about. Mr. Mecca, Rahul Gandhi had not very long ago said कि 6 महीने दे दीजिए, नरेंद्र मोदी घर से बाहर नहीं निकल पाएंगे, देश के युवा डंडा लेकर उनके पीछे भागेंगे. That is what Rahul Gandhi had said.
Acha, so you take the literal meaning of it.
What is the meaning
You don't
of
know
this?
what Rahul Gandhi meant. You don't know what Rahul Gandhi meant. Sure. Are you sure? Or are you trying to give some impression to your viewers?
No, I
Tell
am
me,
not.
honestly.
Our viewers are very well informed. And that is why it's important. We will also expose the hypocrisy of the BJP. Like I said, it is not that you don't have leaders from the BJP who've made such comments that have targeted the Congress or Rahul Gandhi.
Correct.
So, you know, Tom, who is better in this entire narrative? Is this parallel even valid, and is this parallel even credible, the one that you're making, Tom?
Well, it is not just parallel. It is a fact of today's equation globally. Right, like Assam Chief Minister said, the right-wing leaders are being targeted. And there is a global mission coming, a script coming from Soros and Company on how to go and destabilize these nation-first countries. This is a plot that's outside India. I agree with Mr. Mecca that non-violence was a script of the Congress earlier, but today they have transferred that to some company abroad. Be what it may, Mr. Mecca must first understand the statement of Mr. Rahul Gandhi, who is the LOP today, in the month of February 2020, where he said, घर से बाहर निकल नहीं पाएंगे, लोग डंडे से मारेंगे. Now, if this is not violence, Deepti, I ask you, what is violence? What is promoting violence? And you heard the statement of Subodh Rai, what he said. He said if he behaves like Hitler, he will die the way Hitler did. Then I don't want to go into all records of what they've said.
Okay.
Let me also take this opportunity to say none in the Congress, in the BJP has said anything that is violent against any of their leaders. Let me put that on record. Whether it is the BJP or the RSS, they have maintained no violence against any of the opposition parties. Okay. And I dare ask Mr. Mecca to name one instance where there has been any violent provocation that any political leader would be attacked. When there is attack on political leaders, DMK calls it gang war. Now, these are the kind of situations that are emerging in other states. I don't want to go into details, but it is unfortunate. If they follow this script, there will be bloodbath in India, Mr. Mecca.
Okay.
This is something we will not accept because India is a non-violent nation. Please don't steer.
Okay, Tom, before I get in both Tariq Khanji and Mr. Rajgopalan, there is, a leader from the BJP in Karnataka who had said, and allow me to quote, Rahul Gandhi ko sansad mein band karke thappad marne chahiye. So, there are a string of these comments that will put all political parties and leaders to shame. That is the hard truth. But Mohammad Tariq Khanji, isn't there merit also in what Tom is saying? Time and again, खून की खेती, खून की दलाली, मौत का सौदागर. I mean, why do we have to say such things that possibly, leave a mark in public discourse? And as Tom is alleging, this possibly could lead to a chart of political history we might be very, very embarrassed and ashamed about. Why should we be doing that?
Whenever we say something, we have to be balanced. Means I can give you hundreds of examples where BJP leaders are using violent language towards the people who are Samajwadi or other party leaders. So if we talk about security of the leader, don't divide them in right wingers and left wing. First of all, which wings Rajiv Gandhi belongs to? Which wings Tom Kennedy belongs to? Which wings Indira Gandhi belongs to? Then we must not create a divide. Now there is a question. Why you have reduced the security of Akhilesh Yadavji in 2019? What was the reason behind that? And on what basis? You have given securities to 4 MLAs who just cheated Samajwadi Party and voted for BJP in the last Rajya Sabha election. What was the reason for that?
So what are you alleging?
I am alleging that the parameters to provide the security and to be concerned towards the people. The highest threat we have we could consider the threat on Gandhi families. You have also reduced the security of that, of those. So, whenever we talk about security of the personnel, we shouldn't divide them on the basis of right wing and left wing.
So you are saying this essentially is more related to security, nothing else.
5 seconds. Yes. All leader, let it be Modi ji, let it be Akhilesh ji, they are the great asset to the nation. When we talk about them, at least to the security, we shouldn't divide them on the basis of wings. They should be categorized on the basis of threat of the life they have. This is my simple.
I think that is also a balance point, Tariq Khanji, that you do make. On the other side of this quick break, we'll turn to Mr. Raj Gopalan, who hasn't spoken. But then we'll ask him, what is the big picture? How is this attack that has happened in America related to us here in India? And is there really politics on that, Mr. Mecca? I'll also give you a chance to respond when we come back. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. So we are discussing, is Narendra Modi also a victim of the hate campaign? And is it fair to draw a parallel with what has happened vis-a-vis Donald Trump in the US? Mr. Raj Gopalan, apologies I came to you so late, but how do you see this entire story and who really is to be blamed for what's going on?
Deepti, security is a very sensitive issue. We should not unnecessarily create a panic among the persons. And second thing, my understanding of this is India lost 2 prime ministers, Indira Gandhi and Rajiv Gandhi. So we must be very careful when they speak about the security or instigate anyone. The radicals are there to exploit the situation. Anti-social elements are there to respond properly and create a panic. Responsible leader like Rahul Gandhi, inside the parliament, he cannot provoke members of parliament to go to the prime minister's seat, and in the fit of anger, Deepti, I covered parliament for 40 years. No other person in this panel have the knowledge of parliament reporting.
Yes.
A floor crossing means opposition leader should not go to the ruling party party should not go to the opposition side. That is called floor crossing. Somnath Chatterjee, Ravi Ray, and even GMC Balayogi, even Balram Jakar, they have issued innumerable directions.
Yes,
but
sir.
Mr. Rahul Gandhi sent members of parliament to treasury benches. A fit of anger, Deepti, in the corruption, in the temper when which runs high. Suppose if they did mischief to the prime minister or to any other person, it is only done. Therefore, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, please measure your words. You should not be doing this type of maar denge, danda se maar denge. These are all rowdyism instead of political leadership.
All right, I think those are good, wise words to end this conversation on. Mr. Mecca, Tom and Tariq Khanji, apologies. I've completely run out of time, but we'll track that story. I thank all of you for joining us. Heading into a quick break.